Jennifer Love Hewitt reveals out-of-body experience and teases killer twist in new horror sequel. It was supposed to be a comeback, a thrilling return to the genre that made Jennifer Love Hewitt a household name. But behind the cameras, behind the haunting screams and blood-stained scripts, lay a much deeper horror. One not found in any screenplay, one that nearly claimed her spirit. Jennifer had stepped back into the eerie world of horror for the upcoming sequel to I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Fans were buzzing. The announcement shook the industry. She was back, but few knew the emotional cost she carried with her onto that dark set. The filming began in a coastal town, eerily similar to the one from the original film. Fog rolled in every morning like clockwork, cloaking the cliffs in silence. The set was moody, quiet, and cold, too quiet for someone carrying unresolved grief. Jennifer walked the halls of the production house with a haunted look in her eyes. The crew noticed, but no one dared to ask. It was only in a quiet interview, late one evening after shooting a particularly chilling scene, that Jennifer opened up. "There was a moment during filming when I had an out-of-body experience," she admitted, her voice trembling. "I was lying in a pool of fake blood, playing dead. And for a second, I thought I really was. I could see myself from above, and I didn't want to come back down." She took a long pause, letting the silence speak more than her words could. "It wasn't just acting. I think I was letting go." The crew had been shooting a pivotal moment in the movie, a brutal twist in the story where Jennifer's character faces death. It mirrored a real-life pain she had carried silently for months. The loss of her younger brother, Daniel, in a tragic accident earlier that year. He had been her best friend, her protector, her biggest fan. The two shared a love of horror movies since childhood, often staying up late watching classics and mocking the bad effects. Daniel had encouraged her to take the role again, saying it would be a way to reclaim her strength. But days before filming began, he was gone, a motorcycle accident on a winding highway late at night. No warning, no goodbye. Jennifer didn't speak publicly about his death. She quietly vanished from social media, canceled appearances, and avoided interviews. Everyone assumed she needed time. But the truth was, she didn't know who she was without him. Returning to the horror genre was supposed to be healing, a way to confront fear on her own terms. Instead, it reopened every wound. "There were scenes where I screamed so hard I lost my voice," she confessed. But it wasn't the script. It was me, grieving, aching, trying to scream for the part of me that died with him. She teared up as she described a moment on set where she sat alone in the makeup chair, staring into the mirror covered in prosthetic scars. "I looked like someone else, and I wished I was someone without this pain." The film itself is a twisted tale of deception and revenge. Jennifer teased a killer twist, a betrayal from someone closest to the protagonist. "Fans will be shocked," she promised. But even in her excitement, her voice broke. Sometimes the scariest things aren't monsters or killers. Sometimes it's the silence that follows losing someone. Despite everything, Jennifer chose to continue the project. It wasn't just for the fans or for her career. It was for Daniel. "He would have wanted me to finish this. He would have told me to scream louder, to fight harder, to make this story unforgettable." In the final scene of the film, her character stands on the edge of a cliff, wind howling, eyes full of tears, whispering a goodbye. It wasn't scripted that way. Jennifer had asked the director for one moment, one that was truly hers. And as the cameras rolled, she whispered Daniel's name into the night. That take stayed in the movie. As the film prepares to hit theaters, Jennifer remains quiet, private. But in one final post on her rarely used social media, she left a caption under a black and white photo of a lighthouse from the set. "Some goodbyes never end. But sometimes in the darkest scenes, we find a light that never leaves us." And for those who truly listen when the credits roll, you might just hear her whisper it again.